What's good, y'all? This is Krill from Out the Box. I'm back for another review video. Before I jump into the review I have today, I want to say thank you to all of the people that have been checking out this channel. I hope you guys like some of the reviews that I've done. You know, for those that are new to this and you're not subscribed, I definitely encourage you to subscribe to the channel. I could use as much subscribers. Share the video, like the video, whatever support you can give to share some of this content, man. I would really appreciate it. But thank you to all that have been tuning in and checking out the videos. So the album that I want to talk about today is from a MC and a producer. MC's name is Noveliss, producer's name is Dixon Hill, and they have a new album out entitled Book of Changes. And just to talk a little bit about Noveliss, for those who may not know who he is a member of a Detroit hip-hop crew known as Clear Soul Forces. He's also done a number of solo projects over the years. He's done collabo projects. I actually got a chance to interview him earlier this year on my other YouTube channel, Out the Box TV and Out the Box Talks, with another MC, Mega Ran, who he shares an album with. And yeah, man, very talented brother. I've been checking him out for the last few years, and it's always dope to hear him on new music. So this album, Book of Changes, is about 10 tracks. It's a very thoughtful project. If you're familiar with Noveliss and his style of rapping, he's very intricate. You know, the lyrics could be a bit dense at times too, but not so dense that you can't understand it. But you definitely got to pay attention and listen keenly to get and grasp some of what he's saying. You know, he also rhymes really fast too, but again, not so fast enough where you can't understand him. You really got to sit and listen. But like I said, the album is about 10 tracks. As far as the sound, it has this lo-fi jazz, but subtle production that really works. It kind of has a very relaxing, almost meditative vibe. Like if you are in the elements of nature, like let's say you're in the woods and you put this album on, it'll really fit the vibe, I think, of the environment. So yeah, so I'm not going to go into each track as far as reviewing this project, but I'll give you a general overview of what the project entails in terms of the production and subject matter. So like I said, with the production, it's more of a like lo-fi, subtle jazz vibe. You know, there's definitely boom bap elements here where the drums are placed on some of the tracks. But even with some of those tracks with the boom bap drums and stuff, it still feels subtle. It still feels like very relaxing. Like it's a type of album you could listen to and really just vibe to, you know, cleaning up in the house, or, you know, or sketching or drawing like I like to do. You'll feel this, you know. As far as the subject matter, the album really lyrically is sort of like a stream of consciousness of some of Novelist's thoughts, right? So it doesn't have like one particular area that it covers completely, but there's a lot of thought-provoking subject on the album. Like Noveliss talks about topics like overcoming and, you know, rising above certain challenges individually. There's subject on the socio-political climate that we've been dealing with in the world. You know, you talk about aspects of the pandemic. You know, there's content on here that's related to the climate, nature, lessons, growth, corruption, oppression, power, you know, and he also has some really cool cartoon and anime references on the album as well, which is something I wanted to highlight about him. You know, him, just like Mega Ran and a number of other independent artists, I like that they're expanding the subject matter with hip hop and feeling free to talk about whatever resonates with them, you know? Like I remember like in the 90s hip hop didn't have such a diverse subject matter. Yeah, we talked about the streets. Yeah, they talked about the streets. They talked about the struggle, talked about relationships and other stuff like that, which is valid and worthy. But it's so dope that now I feel like the subject matter, especially from independent hip hop artists, is so much more diverse. Like, they're not afraid to talk about their favorite cartoon show growing up, or even their favorite anime today, right? Or the video games that they played, or the video games that they still play. So like, I like that they tap into whatever it is they like, right? Because really, hip hop is just poetry related to your experiences in life and the things that you experience. So whether that be your favorite movie you want to rap about, or your favorite video game, or your experiences with relationship, or your experiences overcoming challenges, it doesn't matter. Like, I think it doesn't matter the subject matter, as long as you can utilize it in a way and bring some deeper meaning, or bring some type of relatability to someone else listening. I think it's dope, and Noveliss also does that on this album. Like, he has a song called Lost for Words where he actually references G.I. Joe, and he also has a song called Spirit Bomb where he references Dragon Ball Z. He has a line where he says, "Spirit bomb for your troubles. Take all of my energy if you feel like nobody love you." So I like how he was able to take something like a subject like the spirit bomb that's in Dragon Ball Z and use it in a way that was, and use it in a way that could be inspiring or helpful to someone, encouraging them to overcome whatever challenges they're dealing with. So yeah, man, there's even a track called Permanent Waves, which is the last track on the album, which is like an observation of water and its value to aspects of nature. So it's really cool to see him touch on that as well. There's also a number of tracks here where he's actually rhyming in third person. So that's really cool to follow those tracks to kind of see what the story is related to. Also the track Truth Sayer, where he talks about the lies and the truth withheld from history, and the things that we weren't told, and the truth that was withheld specifically from what we were taught about history. Like, he taps into that subject matter as well. So like, overall, man, this is a really dope album. I think if you're a fan of Noveliss, you're gonna really like this album. But I do think that you should sit with it and take some time to grasp the material on here. It's a lot. Even though it's 10 tracks, he rhymes pretty fast, so he's packing a lot of words into some of these tracks. Well, pretty much all of these tracks, it feels like. So yeah, so go check this album out. It's available on digital streaming platforms. Big ups to Noveliss and Dixon Hill on their new album. Till the next time, I encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Take it easy.